Good morning. It is Wednesday, February 5. And today, in episode 13, I just had to say something about last night's presidential State of the Union address to the American nation. He boasted about the great American comeback. He never mentioned the impeachment because he's got the Senate Republicans behind him who are expected to acquit the President of the United States without witnesses or a trial. After his rattling off of all the great things he took credit for, I paused. Well, actually, I kind of fell asleep. But I asked myself during his speech, am I better off today than I was last year, 2 years ago, or even 3 years ago? Well, our gal, Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer, answered that question eloquently when she delivered the Democratic Party's official response. She said, quote, "It doesn't matter what the president says about the stock market. What matters is that millions of people struggle to get by or don't have enough money at the end of the month after paying for transportation, student loans, or prescription drugs." That would be a perfect Democratic response because they claim they're for the people. They want to tell us what they're doing versus, the Republican optimism. Look, there's a big difference between those two parties. But when you look at reality versus optimism, it's good to stay positive. But a blue-collar boom, as President Trump called it, I don't know about that. What's your hourly wage? And how big of a raise did you get last year? Yeah, sure, they have more jobs. Yeah, unemployment is down. Wonderful. But what kind of job? What are people doing? Are you happy in your job? I can remember when I started working and all the jobs that I've held, honestly, you don't get much of a raise if you stay there that long. The only way that you can advance is by job hopping. And unfortunately, jobs are not that plentiful today like they used to be. And if you're lucky enough to have a job, many people are stuck in those jobs. And yeah, I know, living paycheck to paycheck, I know what that's all about. Even when I was making the big bucks, as I would call it, and I was pulling down a very good salary, it still wasn't enough. For some reason, when you earn more, you spend more, and then you have a higher credit card debt and making all those payments, well, then you're stuck paying all those credit cards off. So you're not better off. I just don't think the country is as good as the Republicans say it is, but maybe not as bad as the Democrats might think it is. I mean, be thankful for everything that you have. Be thankful for what you're gonna have. Be optimistic. Tell yourself you're gonna get that next job, that next promotion. Treat your coworkers with respect, not like the Speaker of the House, Nancy Pelosi, tearing up her copy of President Trump's speech behind his back. Come on. And then when she was asked about it, she said, well, because it was the courteous thing to do, considering the alternatives. Well, I wonder what she was thinking. So, yes, she got the last visual of the night, but upsetting people and being brash in public is not how you get ahead. Okay, yeah, she's the head of the House, the Speaker of the U.S. House of Representatives. You know, Democrats are in a very contentious fight with the Republican president and the Republican Party, especially in the Senate. But when it comes to your actions, they have, effects on other people. Think about that when you go out into public. Everything is caught on tape or with an iPhone, or somebody is always watching. So it doesn't matter whether you're in private or in public. Be mindful that whatever you say, whatever you do, is always going to be caught by somebody, and it could come back to haunt you. Now, if you're Nancy Pelosi and you don't care and you feel like you have to speak up for the American public because you think that the president's speech was garbage, well, she's not speaking for me, because I listened to President Trump's speech. I thought it was, he boasted a little bit, which is what he does. Okay, he's a TV man. Everybody knows that. He knows how to get the attention of the American people. He knows how to get the attention of the press. He knows how to use the media. We all know that. It's no secret. His experience of being on television has taught him how to garner the attention of the public. And some people, care about what he's saying and doing, and he has a lot of followers, and others don't. And many ignore him, just like many didn't show up for the address last night. They elected to stay home or said they had other things to do. I don't know the numbers of how many people watched the address on television. It doesn't matter the number of people that watched it or the outcome or what he said. What matters is how you are doing today. That's what you have to think about. These speeches, what's happening in the economy, how does it affect you? I want you to think about that. How are you going to protect yourself? How are you going to secure your future? That's what you need to think about today. Don't worry about what other people are saying and doing. Just focus on yourself. What do you want to do? Because when you do what you love, what you were meant to do, the money will come. Don't worry about who's getting paid how much per hour, who's got a job, who doesn't. Sometimes it takes a little bit longer for people to bloom, and you can't always get what you want when you want it. Just be patient. Don't worry. Be positive. Be optimistic. It's okay, because that optimism could get you that next job that you want. That optimism could get you that promotion. That optimism could lead to a contact or someone in your life that you're going to run into that is going to help you. So yes, be optimistic. It's okay. Go out and make it a great day.